going to do a baking video, and I'm really excited because baking is literally one of my all-time favourite things to do. My last two foodie videos were pretty healthy, so I want to do something super indulgent, a real treat today, because everyone needs a treat sometimes, and I'm going to make milk and white chocolate cookies. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of years ago I did like a triple chocolate cookie recipe, and still today you guys tweet me photos saying, look, I made your cookies, and I just love seeing that, and I think they're obviously so popular that I'm doing, these cookies are very similar to the other ones, apart from instead of being like a triple chocolate cookie and really, really chocolatey, these ones have like a traditional cookie dough base, and then they just have milk and white chocolate in. And I always make them for me and Jim when we're having a night in and we're sitting there watching Modern Family or The Vampire Diaries or something, and we just want a nice sweet treat to have with a cup of tea. So these cookies are just amazing. To make the cookies, you're going to need 200 grams of butter, 300 grams of caster sugar, 1 large egg, 325 grams of self-raising flour, a little dash of milk, 200 grams of white chocolate. My favourite is the Milky Bar, but you can use any white chocolate you like, and 200 grams of milk chocolate, and again my favourite is Cadbury's, so you can use whatever one that you like of that. You're also going to need 2 trays, and I've put tracing paper on those so that the cookies don't stick to the tray, and a whizzer. I don't know the official name for that, I just always call it a whizzer. So I've got the whizzer prongs and then the actual electric whisk, maybe electric whisk, that's the name for it, isn't it? A wooden spoon for stirring in the chocolate, and a knife just to get the right amount of butter you need. And don't forget the most exciting part, the scales. I got these the other day and they were the last ones in John Lewis, and I really wanted them for ages, and I think they are so pretty. I love them so much. Oh, and you'll also need a mixing bowl and an oven glove. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is pop your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and then you just want to mix together your butter and your sugar. I'm just measuring out 300 grams of caster sugar. So I'm just going to take this and pop it into my lovely little mixing bowl. Okay, so you want your butter to be at room temperature so that it's really nice and easy to mix in with the sugar. As you can see, my butter is very melty because it's very hot today. Okay, so my butter has a measuring thingy on it, so I can just take off this much. So now I've taken that piece off, I'm now left with 200 grams of butter, which is totally melty, but that's going to be perfect because it's going to make it really easy to mix it in. And then I'm just going to put this into my bowl. So now I'm just going to whisk together my butter and my sugar. Just whizzing this together. So now you need to crack in your egg and whiz that in as well. Yay. So I'm just going to weigh out 325 grams of self-raising flour. Now with the flour, you want to gradually add this in. If you pour the whole lot of flour in and try and whiz it in, it's not going to happen. So just kind of put a little bit in and then whiz that in. So just keep adding the flour gradually until you've mixed it all in. Okay, so now your mixture should look like it's coming together to form a bit of a dough. If it looks really, really dry, then add a dash of milk. Mine really isn't that dry, so I don't think I need to add milk. But if you find that yours just isn't coming together and it's like a massive crumble, then just add a little dash of milk at this point. So now you're going to need to start using your hands. You won't need to use the whizzer anymore, so make sure that your hands are lovely and clean. And mine were clean before I stuck them into my cookie dough. And now all you need to do is just break up your chocolate, just throw it into the mixture, and make sure it's kind of like evenly spread throughout your dough. Oh my god, this chocolate smells so good. I think it's going to be a bit for me, a bit for the bowl. Always have to do that. So I'm just putting in all my chocolate. Try not to eat all the chocolate when you're putting it in. So make sure when you're mixing in the chocolate that you're grabbing the dough from underneath, so you don't end up with a load of dough in the bottom of the bowl that has no chocolate in it. So now all we need to do is grab pieces about this size, so like a little handful, and then you just want to plonk it onto the tray. If you feel like when you've put your cookie together in your hand that you can't see any milk chocolate in it, or you feel like you want to add a bit more, you can just literally just grab a bit from your bowl and then just poke it in. I do that all the time. And then you just want to plonk it down onto the tray. And then just keep going doing cookies that size until you've used up all of your mixture. As you can see, I've got 8 cookies here. This mixture would actually make 10, and I've got a little bit left over, but I didn't want to put it on the trays because then there wouldn't be enough room and they'd all stick together and that would really make a mess of my video. So I'm just going to make 8 of them right now. And now you just want to pop them in the oven. So I'm putting on my little oven mitt. I love using this. Naomi made me this for my birthday and I love it so much. So I'm literally just going to take my little cookies, just pop those in the oven for 10 minutes. You guys will take them out after 10 minutes and then you'll think, oh my god, they're not done, chuck them back in for another 10. But you have to take them out after 10 minutes, guys. Maximum 12 minutes these need in the oven. And when you take them out, you'll think they're not quite done yet, but then you leave them on the side to cool for about 25 minutes to half an hour, and you'll find that they're just the perfect like cookies that are like gooey in the middle and like a bit crispy on the outside. Well, not crispy, but just, you know, hard on the outside, gooey in the middle, and just so amazing. So this is a really key point, guys, that you don't want to cook them for too long. It's been 10 minutes, the time to take them out of the oven. Oh my god, they look so perfect. Ideally, you'd have like a wire rack that you could let them cool on, like a cooling rack, but I don't, so I'm just going to let them sit on the side like this for about 25 to 30 minutes, and then they're going to be perfect. I've let the cookies rest for half an hour now, and I'm so excited. This is the stage where you're just like, I just want to eat a cookie now, I'm fed up waiting for it. So now you just want to take the spatula or scoopy, anything you can scoop up your cookie with that's flat, and you want to scoop them up and pop them onto a plate. This one got a tiny bit overcooked just there, but it's okay because the majority of the cookies are fine. It's just if one is a little bit thinner, then it might just cook a bit more than the others. These are literally gonna be so tasty. So that's about all of the cookies that I can fit onto my plate, and I just think it looks really nice. Like, it's a nice way to display them. Obviously, to keep them fresh, you want to put them into like a Tupperware box or something. But just when you're about to serve them to your friends or to your boyfriend or whatever, or your family, it's a nice way to just kind of display them. So now I need to eat one, don't I, so that I can prove to you guys how delicious they are. Now I'm just gonna take a cookie, and oh my god, they're still warm. They're going to be all gooey because I just want to show you guys what it's like inside. Look at that. Melty, but a bit crunchy on the outside. It's just perfect. I'm going to grab this bit here. This could get messy, but I'm going to eat it on camera for you guys because I think you've seen me get messy eating before, and it just looks so good. Oh my god. It's so good. A bit crunchy on the outside and then all the melty chocolate. Sorry. Yay, I'm so glad they went well. It's always so scary for me filming a baking video because even though I make them all the time, I get scared that I'll film it on camera for you guys and everything will go wrong and they'll all burn and be awful, but that was literally the tastiest cookie ever. It might be the best time I've ever made them. Right, I'd better end this video because, to be honest, I want to sit down with a cup of tea and finish my cookie, and also Jim is in the other room. I just heard him cough or sneeze or something. Jim is in the other room and I know that he is desperate for a cookie. Jim? Jim? Are you excited for a cookie? I don't know if you heard him, but he said yeah. So if you like this video, guys, please give it a big thumbs up and have so much fun baking the cookies at home yourself for you and your friends and family. If you do bake them, please tweet me a photo. I'll pop it on Instagram using the hashtag bakingwithtanyabur, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on the hashtag and retweeting some of the best ones and some of my favourites. I love you all absolutely loads, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!